And welcome back to the Polo Club Domaine de Chantilly. Here we are entering field number 1 for this contest between Eternal J and Britanny Polo Club with the second game of the day. Earlier today we saw the win by San Mem over Los Dragones Bleu by 6 goals to 4, and now Eternal J, who lost in the debut against Jolly Roger against Britanny, who beat San Mem last Saturday, are taking on field number 1 for this second contest of day 5 of this Open de France. So for Eternal J, number 1, Jean-Claude Legrand, number 2, Louis Jarrish, number 3, Terre, Guillermo Terrera, number 4, Julian Rain. For Britanny Polo Club, Santos Iriarte, Jean-François Decaux, Diego Cabana, and Benja Urquiza, 16 goals apiece. Peter Wright, Ben Turner will be the officials today. Jason Dixon will be the third man. Facu Sola, top scorer, followed by Juan Gris Zabaleta, Juan Martín Subía, Max Charlton and Robert and Rufino Benzadón, sharing the 5th position with 10 goals, are the top scorers so far of this tournament. Facu Sola and Juan Gris, of course, on top of the standings, but having played 2 games, for instance. Por ahí ahora zafa. So as we mentioned before, Eternal J and Britanny taking on the field. Eternal will be playing on this light blue and blue jersey, while Britanny Polo Club will be wearing white. There we see Jean-François Decaux, winner of the Gold Cup in England a couple of times, also winner of the Deauville Gold Cup last year with this side. And now the game is on here in Chantilly, trying to win it over there. It was Benja Urquiza, also Louis Jarrish, coming from another angle, Guillermo Terrera, the highest rated player today for Eternal J. Here comes Terre on the near side, taking it all over, challenged by his friend there, Diego Cabana, and now to the other end, Diego. The ball stays in behind. Let's see who gets there first again. Diego Cabana, here he comes. Diego and Terre will be joining forces later this year in Argentina, playing for Cria La Dolfina. If I'm not mistaken, they will be sharing teams in Argentina for a 7th consecutive season. Since 2017, they are playing together. Benja Urquiza now, leading the team from the back. Here he comes, Benja. The ball stays in behind, and here we see Santos Iriarte, Tom Iriarte's son, and now Benja again. Benja, who's been in charge of the penalties lately for 2nd year in a row. Diego and Benja have joined Jean-François Decaux for Britanny Polo Club. Benja Urquiza with the long approach, looking for Diego Cabana. Here he comes, Diego, open to the left-hand side. Another approach, the ball passing by. Covering the ball was Guillermo Terrera, who's going to get there first. Terre here, playing towards the other end, and now getting there is going to be Benja Urquiza. Benja changing the angle here, linking with Santos Iriarte. Here comes Santos, taking care of the ball. And now Diego Cabana also entering the play. Petit Louis now, Louis Jarrish, a very interesting French player, the same as Louis Jarrish, the same as Julian Rain, sorry. Here comes Petit Louis, over the midfield line, open to the left-hand side. Nice action, the marking now by Jean-François Decaux. Still Louis Jarrish from one side to the other, and now Diego Cabana. Diego. France, that will also see the kickoff of the Rugby World Cup next Friday, that will be taking place here in France. And now Diego Cabana, another approach towards the right-hand side, hitting at goal, looking for the opening goal today. And Diego Cabana scoring to make it 1-0 in favor of Britanny Polo Club in this beginning of the game. Diego there, head-to-head against his friend Guillermo Terrera, opening the score, 1-0 to Britanny. As mentioned before, Friday starts the Rugby World Cup there in France. the Argentinian national team is staying at La Baule, another of the polo destinations in France. And the game is now on. Winning it over Benja Urquiza, long approach by Benja looking for Diego Tecavana, but covering the field is Luis Jarish. Here comes Petit Louis. Nice turning by Luis Jarish for a second consecutive season. Also, Eternal J is presenting the very same foursome. Also, Luis Jarish and Julian Rein won the Nations Cup early this year here in Chantilly. Diego. Nice turning there by Diego Cavana. Covering the field was Julian Rein, taking Diego pretty well. Also Diego on the external side looking for a new attempt. The back shot there by Julian Rein, and now Luis Jaric ready to take it all the way to the other end. Here he comes, taking his time, leading his team on this attacking opportunity. The ball stays in behind, and pretty quickly Benja Urquiza turning there, and now Diego Cavana with the approach, looking for Benja Urquiza. Here comes Benja to extend the lead. The open shot by Benja Urquiza, and the ball goes wide to the left hand side. Nice linking, nice bonding between Diego and Benja Urquiza. Again, in the instant replay, Benja Urquiza hitting at goal and the ball going wide towards the left hand side, halfway through chapter number 1. Britanny Polo Club still on the lead, 1-0. Now Diego with the pressure here, picking it up. The highest rated player also for Britanny, a former 9-goaler. Diego Cavana, the under the neck approach to link with Jean-François Decaux. Jean-François with the first tapping, and here Luis Jaric turning there over the marking by Benja Urquiza, and Jean-François Decaux there entering the play, committing a foul when Luis Jaric was turning really well. A whistle and the foul. Let's see again. Luis Jaric here turning there. Jean-François Decaux committing that foul there, and it's going to be in favor of Eternal J. And now we're going over the center of the field to a penalty for a 60-yard hit in favor of Eternal J. The chance for Eternal J to tie the game. The other day we saw Terre taking the penalties. And here we are with Guillermo Terrera from San Miguel del Monte in Argentina, but based in Cañuelas during the Argentine polo season, ready to take it, looking for the equalizer. Penalty 4, and here comes Terre. Guillermo Terrera from 60 yards, and the ball goes wide to the right hand side. Benja Urquiza resuming the play. The ball stays a little bit short, and here comes Julian Rein. Nice entry by Julian Reins to find the equalizer, and Julian Reins score. And now it's 1-1. A great action there by Eternal J's number 4, Julian Rein. Look, good pressure there by Rein, and his goal, his first one in this, opened the France. And now the game is 1-1 between Eternal J and Britanny Polo Club, with 1 minute remaining until the first bell here in the opening chapter of the game. Guillermo Terrera now, challenge there by Diego Cavana. Good action there by Terre, changing the line with that back shot on the near side, and now Rein again Julian Rein. Another approach. Another tapping there. Challenged by Jean-François Decaux, and now Ben Jorquiza trying to pick it up. The ball stays in behind, and now Santos Iriarte with the back shot. Now Diego, nice pickup by Diego Cabana. Here comes Diego trying to take the opportunity in one of the last plays. There we listen to the first bell over the midfield line. 30 seconds remaining or until the game stops. Terre, and now Ben Jorquiza. Nice action there by Benjamin Urquiza. The under the neck approach, changing the line here. The ball stays a little bit short. The pickup by Guillermo Terrera, turning the angle here when we listen to the final bell of this checker number 1 here at field number 1 at the Polo Club Domaine de Chantilly. Eternal J and Britanny Polo Club are tied in 1. After the break, we'll be back with checker number 2. Taken by Jules. Another run by Los Dragones, number 2. The marking by Simon, and now Juan Gris Zabaleta picking it up, and now Juan Gris towards the other end, looking to seal the win over the midfield line. Here comes Juan Gris Zabaleta to extend the lead. Another tapping, great angle to take it all the way to the other end, correcting the last move and scoring for Tedelou to take a 5-goal lead.
8 hommes sur 10 préfèrent la bille Carbon Protect de L'Oréal Men Expert. Même les plus grands sportifs, une protection 48 heures pour affronter tous vos défis. Et pour garder le rythme, découvrez le nouveau soin anti-fatigue Hydra Énergétique. Votre peau est transformée, hydratée et énergisée. Faites l'essai L'Oréal Men Expert parce que vous le valez bien.
So here we are back in Chantilly, ready to enter checker number 2. Eternal J and Britanny Polo Club are tied in 1 into the second checker of play. The game to be resumed with a throw-in to the closest board, since checker number 1 came to an end on the second bell. Earlier today, some men beat Los Dragones Bleu by 6-4. Now the second game of the day is underway between Eternal J and Britanny Polo Club, and at 5 p.m. a game that won't be live, only on demand later today on pololine.tv. La Magdalene at La Magdalene will be playing against Jolly Roger, closing day 5 of action of the Open de France that will run through until September the 17th. And of course also next week we'll see the kickoff of the Open de France Feminine, the Ladies French Open, so stay tuned. And now the game is on. Checker number 2 underway. And here comes, picking it up in the back of the lineup, Guillermo Terrera, with a long approach to similar teams as in 2022. As a matter of fact, Eternal J is featuring the very same foursome as in 2022, while Britanny Polo Club has only one change. Originally last year, Robertito Iturrios was playing as a number 1. This year, Santos Iriarte entered in that position, but Jean-François Decaux, Diego Cabana and Ben Jorquiza remain in the team. Luis Jarish, the ball stays in behind. Here comes Terre, ready to pick it up, and at the end, Dieguito Cabana. Here comes Diego Cabana with the under the neck approach, looking for Santos Iriarte, who was running up front. Here comes Santos from an open angle, hitting at goal, and the ball goes wide to the right hand side. And Eternal J will be resuming from the back. Terre resuming the play. Here he comes. Supported there in the back by Julian Rein. Terre, Guillermo Terrera with the approach, looking for Luis Jarvis. Nice entry there by Ben Urquiza. Here comes Benjamin Urquiza. Nice angle. Starting to take a look at the post. Here he comes. Ben Urquiza, who's been everywhere this year. He went to Dubai, he went to England, then to France, and now here he is. Ben Urquiza looking to score his first one today. The final tapping, the saving at the very last minute by Julian Rein. And now in the second part of the play, here comes Guillermo Terrera, chased by Santos Iriarte. Terre again, still in possession of the ball. Then marking by Santos. Then Diego Cavana. Now Luis Jarry entering the play. The ball stays in behind. And now Terre, the marking by Benja. Still Terre taking care of the ball. Terre, another approach. The ball stays a little bit short, but he will have another attempt. Here he uses it. The ball passing by, and Ben Urquiza again closing the day with that back shot towards the boards. Now Diego Cavana taking his time, taking care of the ball. Approach it there by Luis Jarvis. Nice move by Diego, who's gonna leave it for Benjamin Urquiza. Here comes Benjamin Urquiza with a long approach, looking for Jean-François Decaux, who was standing up front. The ball passing by, covered by Guillermo Terrera, who's gonna take some risk from board to board. Here he is, Guillermo Terrera. Nice turning by Terre, challenge there by Diego Cavana, the marking by Diego, then Jean-François Decaux when Julian Rein was about to take the ball, and the whistle, and the time is now out following that action by Jean-François. Here we're going to see Terre. Coming from behind is going to be Julian Rein, ready to play the ball. And Jean-François Decaux entering the play on the offside. Maybe he could have had a chance should he enter on the near side and not crossing over that line. So we're going to the center of the field for a 5B in favor of Eternal J. So a midfield penalty, a 5B, and Julian Rein looks to be the one who's gonna be resuming the game. Half a checker remaining here in the second period of the game, of a total of 5 that will be played today. We're live on Polo 9 TV worldwide with this Open de France, French Open. Julian Rein leaving it for Guillermo Terrera. Here comes Terre, the approach there, the ball passing by, and here comes Julian Rein looking for a new goal today. Setting the hit at goal, and the ball ended up going wide to the right hand side. Nice opportunity for Eternal J. A whistle now. Timeout. Let's see if something happened with a horse. So now the game is on towards the left hand side to link with Diego Cavana. Here comes Diego Cavana taking his time. Challenge there by Julian Rein. The ball passing by, looking for Ben Urquiza, who was standing up front. Interesting to see that Santos Iriarte is the one who is resuming from the back for Britanny Polo Club. And now Terre, Guillermo Terrera, challenged by Benja, taking care of the ball at that point. Terre, the ball stays in behind, and here comes Julian Rein combining again with Terre, and here comes Terrera. The long approach stopped in the way by Ben Urquiza, and now Diego Cavana. Diego T. Diego, back to Ben Urquiza. They won the double gold cup last year. wearing these colors. The tapping there by Benjamin Urquiza, and the whistle, timeout again. Let's see. Here we're going to see Benja. There, maybe. When Luis Jari approached him, he ended up committing a foul. And then Benja, sorry, the opposite. I was waiting to see what was the decision by the umpires on that play. And it's going to be from the spot in favor of Eternal J. Julian Ren resuming the play. Linking with Guillermo Terrera. Here comes Terre. The under the neck approach by Guillermo Terrera, looking for the post from a long range, and the ball goes wide to the right hand side. And Britanny again will be resuming from the back. Let's see if Santos Iriarte continues as the one who resumes from the back for Britanny. And interesting to see where his teammates are standing, considering that he is the one who is resuming from the back. Santos again. Diego now. Diego Cabana, and a good opportunity running up front with clear field ahead. Here comes Diego Cabana to take it all the way. Nice approach over the midfield line. Still Diego Cabana in possession of the ball, ready to enter the danger zone. The last tapping, nice angle, and Diego Cabana is going to score for Britanny Polo Club to take the lead in this game. Diego for the second time today scores, and now it's 2-1. Diego from end to end, never losing control on the ball. There was a good support by his teammates there in the back. Santos Iriarte riding Luis Jarish off the play to leave Diego more time and space. And now Britanny is on the lead by 1, 2-1. Santos, who played a lot of polo in Dubai, of course, where his father is based, many years during the month there at the Al Habtour Polo Resort and Club, and then also he played a medium goal season in Soto Grande last year. And now Diego. Diego Cabana, here he comes, who again played for Vikings this year in the English high goal season alongside Juan Martín Zubia and by me. And now Terre. The turning by Guillermo Terrera. Less than a minute remaining in this checker number 2. Here he comes. Terre over the midfield line. Head to head against Benjamin Urquiza. The ball stays in behind. And now picking it up. Santos Iriarte. When we listen to the first bell. Here he comes. Santos. And now Diego giving some continuity. A long passing by Diego Cabana. Here comes Jean-François Decaux to score just before the end of the checker. And now Santos on the second attempt hitting. And the ball ended up going wide to the right hand side. And this will end checker number 2 here at field number 1 at the Polo Club de Domaine de Chantilly on a very tight contest. Britanny Polo Club is on the lead 2-1 over Eternal J after the break. We'll be back from Chantilly with the third period of this game.
La passion. La compétence. L'exclusivité. Le choix dans chaque détail. Le goût des dépassements des soi, du challenge. L'attrait pour la compétition. Dans ce qu'elle a de plus noble. L'esprit d'équipe pour atteindre un objectif commun. autant de valeurs que Engelfekers partage avec l'univers du polo. Et autant de valeurs que nos conseillers Engelfekers défendent chaque jour sur leur terrain d'expertise. Être à votre écoute, vous accompagner et vous satisfaire, c'est notre challenge en chaque instant.
So here we are back in Chantilly, ready to enter check number 3, a very tight contest. Few goals, but a good game so far. A very competitive one between Eternal J and Britanny. Diego Cabana managed to score during the second checker to give the lead to his team, and now we are waiting for the players to be back. Of course, thanks to Fly Polo, connecting the polo community around the world, and Eternal J getting ready to resume from the back. Nice view of field number 1 here in Chantilly, hosting in this moment 1,400 horses. 1,400 horses are hosted in the club nowadays to face the Open de France, to face the Trophée Castel, to face the Trophée du Capitaine de Jeu, the four-goal competition which is taking place here in Chantilly. So an amazing setup here to host this very busy 3 weeks of polo at the club. I'm back now with Luis Yarish. So now Eternal J getting ready to resume. So now awaiting for the players to show up, and we are ready to enter check number 3. Julian Rain ready to resume for the team that today is wearing a light blue and blue jersey. Eternal J with the very same foursome for second year in a row to face this Open de France. Julian Rain under pressure there by Santos Iriarte, and check number 3 is underway here at field number 1 in Chantilly. Julian Rain again. The pressure there by Santos Iriarte. The ball stays in behind. Now Luis Yarish playing towards the boards and linked with Guillermo Terrera. Terre with the approach. The ball passing by. Back to Petit Louis. Here comes Luis Yarish. Challenged by Benja Urquiza. Yarish. The marking by Benja. The backshot on the near side to link with Diego. Here comes Diego Cabana head to head against Guillermo Terrera. Now Benja Urquiza. The ball stays in behind. Let's see who gets there first. Santos Iriarte, but coming from behind. Having picked the line before was Terre, claiming that he had the right of playing that ball. So let's see. Here we're gonna see Diego and Santos Iriarte committing a foul. It's gonna be from the spot in favor of Eternal J. So Julian Rain resuming the play. Santos Iriarte stopping him. Nice marking by Santos, ready to change the line here, but it was well anticipated by Luis Yarish. Still the pressure by Diego remains. Yarish, and now Benja Urquiza. Nice pickup by Benja Urquiza over the midfield line, and what an opportunity for Britanny to extend the lead, and for the first time today take a 2-goal lead. Here comes Benja Urquiza with the approach going very straight, and Benja Urquiza scores for the first time today to extend the lead for Britanny Polo Club, and here we are 3-1 in favor of the white jersey team. What a play by Benjamin Urquiza, picking it up behind the center of the field and taking it all the way to score to make it 3-1 in the beginning of this checker number 3. Britanny looking for their second win in this competition after having beat San Mem in their opening game, while Eternal J lost against Jolly Roger last Saturday in this very field, if I'm not mistaken. Guillermo Terrera, nice help there by Luis Jarish, riding Diego Cabana off the play to leave more time and space for Terre, and now Santos Iriarte covering the field. Nice tail shot there, but still a little bit short, and here comes Julian Rain. Nice pickup by the French player, taking his time, finding his best angle, and now Luis Jarish coming from behind them, marking by Benja Urquiza, and now Diego Cabana on the near side, playing towards the boards, a bounce, and it goes over them, and that's going to be ball in favor of Eternal J. I think it went out inside the 60, so it's going to be a straight hit 10 yards away. No, actually it wasn't inside the 60s. The approach at goal now by Guillermo Terrera, the ball going a little bit wide, and now Benja Urquiza following it, picking it up. Here comes Benjamin Urquiza, who played for AM Polo early this year during the Dubai Gold Cup Series, and then he went to England to play for 4 quarters in the medium goal in several tournaments. And here comes Jean-Francois Decaux, ready to enter the play. Nice approach by Jean-Francois, looking to score for the first time today, to add one more to his team. Nice angle there by Jean-Francois to score, and Jean-Francois Decaux does it. He scores, and his team now is on the lead by 3, 4 goals to 1. Nice action there by Jean-Francois Decaux to make it 4-1 in favor of his team. Jean-Francois, a player who adds a lot to the playing system of his teams. Winner of the Gold Cup in England in 2009 with La Bamba de Areco, with Facuan Gonza Pieres, and then again in 2020 playing for Next Generation alongside Adolfo Poroto and Diego Cabana, also Pelon Sterling, who was injured during the quarterfinals. And here comes Diego Cabana, setting the pace for his team. The ball stays in behind, and now Petit Luis Jarish, the marking by Santos Iriarte. And now getting there first is going to be Benja Urquiza. The ball stays in behind, and here comes Julian Rain. Now Petit Louis, the marking by Benja. Half a checker remaining in this first half. Benja Urquiza covering the ball. His brother, also a professional polo player and manager, Pablo Urquiza. The ball going forward, and here comes Jean-Francois Decaux trying to challenge Guillermo Terrera. Now Santos Iriarte, a good action, good move there by Luis Jarish, picking the line, and I think he ended up earning this foul, this penalty from the spot in favor of Eternal J. Here we're going to see it again. Good angle there by Luis Jarish to pick the line. So penalty from the spot in favor of Eternal J. Jarish, and now Guillermo Terrera, open to the right hand side, another approach, still Terrera head to head against Benjamin Urquiza, who was covering him really well, and ended up taking a good backhand to take the danger away, and now links with Diego Cabana. Here comes Diego. The playmaker of Britanny Polo Club. Here comes Diego Cabana, open to the right hand side, nice approach, feeling really comfortable on this one, a little bit open to the right, hitting at goal with that under the neck approach, and Diego Cabana finding one of the best goals today to extend the lead in favor of Britanny Polo Club, showing all his skills. Here again, the last stages of the play, from a very wide angle, he hit at goal, took that under the neck shot and scores for the 3rd time today, and now it's 5-1 to Britanny. Nice goal by Diego. A minute remaining until the first bell now. And back to the center to resume the play. Picked in the back by Guillermo Terrera. Here comes Terre. Over the midfield line. Taking his time. The approach by Guillermo Terrera. Looking for Luis Arish. The back shot there by Benjamin Urquiza. And now Diego ready to pick it up. Under pressure there by Julian Rain, but a good resolving by Diego Cavana. Taking some risk from ball to ball. Leaving it for Benja Urquiza. And Benja back to Diego Cavana. Diego. Nice approach by Diego Cavana, who's being taken now by Guillermo Terrera, who's gonna get there first. Terre. The pressure by Diego, who was trying to take it on the near side. I think we're already playing on injury time now. Terre. 10 seconds remaining in the third half. Terre looking for Luis Yaris head to head against Diego Cavana when we listen to the final bell of chapter number 3 here in Chantilly at field number 1, Britanny Polo Club, showing all its best polo during the third chapter, leading 5-1. And after the break, after the halftime, we'll be back with chapter number 4.
In fact, we were talking about that yesterday. No, the other way around, because we played 2 times against them in Deauville, and now sometimes you think you know them too much, but then if they're going to surprise you in some other way. But bueno, it turned out well for us today. Juan and Simon today were outstanding, I think, in the game, and we could break them, I think, after the halftime, and it was a good win. For me, all my life, Coupe d'Or was number 1, because when I grew up, Open de France was played in 14 goals and in June, and everybody was aiming for the Coupe d'Or. But now it would be a lie, because it's true that we just won the Coupe d'Or, but now Open de France, I think, with 18 teams, in my career, in my season, it's top of the list, yes, for sure. See, we have, I think, deciding game against the Talandrakas on Thursday. I think that if we win, we have a good possibility to go through. The bad thing is that we saw them play yesterday, and they seem like machines, so it's going to be really, really tough. For me, Corchito was always an example in polo and in life, and in the way he's very consistent, he's very disciplined, and he has his goals very clear, and he goes for them. So for me, he was always an example. I always went to him for advice in polo, and he helped me a lot in my career. And he did that with his life. I mean, he was fighting for his life. He came back. We were happy to have him for some mate, and now we can share a polo field with him. He's a little bit crazy, but really, really brave, and I think it's a good example for everybody. It's very special because also I grew up here. I mean, this would be my home club. I don't have a home club in Argentina. I didn't play a lot in Argentina. I grew up here with my father. I know everybody in the club, Philippe, everybody who I saw the club grow. And for me also to see the club in this, like this, with these fields, with a tournament like this, it makes me really proud. And to play with Isa and Simon and Juan, it's a dream. I'm really, really enjoying it.
form is emptiness, and emptiness is form. Form is nothing other than emptiness, and emptiness is also nothing other than form.
Fatigué d'avoir l'air fatigué?
Faites le break avec le nouveau soin Hydra énergétique de L'Oréal Men Expert, enrichi de 2 actifs anti-fatigue, vitamine C, protéines et Smatch. La peau est hydratée, énergisée, puis fraîche.
Nickel, comme après une bonne nuit de sommeil.
Découvrez le soin Hydra énergétique de L'Oréal Men Expert.
Parce que vous le valez bien.
First open the France and first 16 goal ever. Never played 16 goal. It's quite fast. It was really fast, and well, I'm lucky to have 2 teammates like impressive. They're so fast. You just turn around and they're already in front of you. And it was quite an experience. Lots of horsepower, yes. No, very good horses. It's all from La Magdalen's horses. No, the field was amazing. You don't slip at all, and you really don't have an excuse to miss. There's no divots, nothing. It's very nice. Yeah, the player against us were all 4 of them really good players, and when you let them 1 second ahead, they score. So it was our mistake, but we were able to get it at the end. So the most important.
Unbelievable. I've never been here before. Love it. Such a great atmosphere, so friendly.
What Pierre is doing here with the Polo Club Start is just phenomenal.
Good organization, so it's good polo.
Ready for the finals. Well, cheer up now. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pro Polo World Cup 2023. We believe that we won too much. Raúl, la placer. Gracias, amigo. Y buen viaje.
Back in Chantilly, ready to enter the second half. The numbers: field goals 1 and 5, throw-ins 5 and 3, full committed, no fouls. Eternal J 4 fouls. Britanny penalties, only 1 attempt from 60 yards. For Eternal J, no safeties, no yellow cards given. And this is how Britanny Polo Club is entering jacket number 4, the second half, with a 4-goal lead, 1-all, 2-1. Following last second goal by Diego Cabana during the second, and then during the third, goals by Diego Cabana, Ben Jorquisa and Jean-François Decaux to take this 4-goal lead. And of course, we're gonna be live with the Jockey Club Open since September the 12th in San Isidro, playing for the Jockey Club Open Copa Tay Polo. And now the game to be resumed with a throw-in to the closest board. And now the game is on. Jean-François reaching out for the ball, the same as Santos Iriarte, kind of a melee there. Let's see who clears out the ball. Diego Diego Tecavana looking for a new goal. Here he comes. Diego Cavana, another approach. Chased by Guillermo Terrera. And Diego Cavana finds the net again to extend the lead for Britanny Polo Club to make it 6-1. Once again, Diego on great shape today, scoring for the fourth time to make it 6-1. Diego Cavana, who will be joining Cría La Dolfina again. Previously I said that they were playing together with Terre in Argentina since 2017, but there was a year, it was actually 2021, when Diego played for the main La Dolfina team. But after that, all the other years since 2017, saw them playing together. Terre, Guillermo Terrera here, taking his time, leading the attack for Eternal Day. The approach, they are looking for Luis Yarish, who was standing up front, but covering the field now is Benja Urquiza, following the ball, taking care of it. Here comes Benja, turning there. Nice action by Benja, sorry. Very good. Helped. Very well helped by his teammates. Jean-Francois now, ready to pick it up. The ball stays in behind. And now Julian Ryan. No, Terre. Guillermo Terrera. Terre. Guillermo Terrera, the ball passing by. Benja. Pressuring Luis Yarish. Here comes Petit Louis. Next to him is Julian Rain. Nice pressure by Benja Urquiza, challenging both Luis Yarish and Julian Rain. And now Petit Louis, nice pickup, and here he comes, a little bit open to the left hand side. Challenged now by Santos Iriarte, who ended up taking a good back shot to stop him. And now Julian Rain, challenged by Benja. And now Luis Yarish from the boards to the center, another approach, taking care of the ball, looking for his first one today. Here comes Petit Louis, ready to take an under the neck approach. The ball stays in behind, and now it's going to be Diego Cavana, ready to set a counter-attacking opportunity for Britanny Polo Club. Very well taken now by Julian Rain. The tail shot there. Coming to pick it up was Luis Yarish. Here comes Petit Louis. Luis Yarish from the boards to the center. Nice angle by the French player. Challenged there by Benja Urquiza. Luis Yarish, and now Julian Rain leaving it for Terre. Here comes Guillermo Terrera, starting to take a look at the post. Guillermo Terrera hitting the ball, passing by, and Terre finding his first one today to close the gap. And now it's 6-2. Very well done by Terre there. Nice bonding between the three players. And then Guillermo Terrera finds his goal to close the gap, 6-2. And now to the other end, very well picked by Britanny. Here comes Diego Cavana hitting at goal, looking for a new one. The ball was deflected and saved, but it was a little bit short, but it was a good recovery by Eternal J. And now Julian Rain with the opportunity to take it all the way to the other end. It was Guillermo Terrera. Now Benjamin Urquiza bringing the ball back in on that backhand on the near side. Terre setting the pace again. Here comes Guillermo Terrera. The marking by Diego. The ball stays in behind. Julian Rain trying to pick it up, and now Santos Iriarte. Here comes Santos. Santos Iriarte taking his time, leading the attack for Britanny Polo Club. The ball stays in behind. Let's see who gets there first. Guillermo Terrera. Here comes Terre from San Miguel del Monte in Buenos Aires. Benja. And now Diego Diego Tecavana taking his time, setting the pace for Britanny Polo Club, sending a long pass to assist Jean-François Decaux, looking for his second one today. The approach at goal by Jean-François Decaux for his second goal of the day to extend the lead in favor of Britanny Polo Club. A good assist by Diego Cavana, who saw Jean-François Decaux releasing himself in attack, and the approach there under the neck to find his second goal today. And now it's 7-2 in favor of Britanny Polo Club. Now back to the center to resume the play. Less than 2 minutes remaining. In this fourth jacker, Jean-Claude Legrand looking for Louis Jarish. The approach there by Petit Louis. Challenged by Santos Iriarte. Nice angle there. Good move by Santos Iriarte. Unfortunately, he couldn't take it properly. The backhand, and now Ben Jorquiza very quickly picking it up and linking with Diego Cavana. Here comes Diego. Diego again. The approach back to Ben Jorquiza. The ball stays in behind. It was Santos Iriarte. Now Jean-François Decaux putting all the ball into the other end. Diego Cavana hitting at goal from a long distance. We're already playing on injury time. We listen to the first bell, and here comes Julian Rain playing towards the boards, taking the danger away. Jean-François bringing the ball back in the back shot there, and now it's going to be picked by Guillermo Terre. Challenge there in the back by Santos Iriarte, now on the near side to the offside. When we listen to the final bell of checker number 4 here at field number 1 at the Polo Club Domaine de Chantilly, Britanny Polo Club is on the lead by a good lead by 5 goals over Eternal J. 7-2. We'll be back shortly with checker number 5. So back in business here in Chantilly, ready to enter checker number 5. Britanny Polo Club on the lead, 7 goals to 2. A great performance by the men in white so far. Santos Iriarte, Jean-François Decaux, Diego Cavana, Ben Jorquiza. On the other side, Eternal J with Jean-Claude Legrand, Louis Jarish, Guillermo Terrera, and Julian Rain. Entering the last checker of this contest earlier today, San Men beat Los Dragones Bleus by 6 goals to 4. Now Britanny is on the lead, and then closing the day at 5 p.m. La Madeleine and Jolly Roger played at La Madeleine in the Durdan area. That game will be available on demand later today on pololine.tv. It won't be live. So now everything is getting set to resume the play. There's going to be a throw-in to the closest board. To resume the action, Jean-Claude Legrand entering the field for the last checker of the game. And then tomorrow there's going to be another match day full of polo. 12 p.m. Mungo against La Berta, Amanara against Klinova, 3 p.m. 5 p.m. Kazakh against La Fija, and 5 p.m. also El Eso against Emlor. And now the game is on here with Diego Cabana open to the left hand side looking for a new one. The open shot by Diego Cabana looking for the net. The ball passing in great direction, but it's going to stay a little bit short, and it's going to be Terre picking it up. Here he comes. Terre towards the left hand side to link with Julian Rain, who was marked very closely by Santos Iriarte. Here comes Rain, back to Terre. Guillermo Terrera taking his time, leading his team. The playmaker of this Eternal J side. The ball passing by, looking for Luis Jarish, and the Ben Jorquiza with a good back shot there, covering the field. Now Jean-Claude Legrand bringing the ball back in, looking for Terre, and now again a great opportunity led by Guillermo Terrera. The ball going in a good way, but I think it's going to stay a little bit short, even though it was going in a good direction. Ben Jorquiza now playing towards the ball, linking with Santos Iriarte. Here comes Santos, but firstly on the ball was Luis Jarish. Nice turning by Petit Louis. Here comes Luis Jarish to score, hitting, and the ball going wide, says the flagman, but let's wait to see what the umpires say. Actually, it's now waving his flag, and now everybody is going back to the center of the field. So this means that Luis Jarish just scored for the first time today to close the gap. And now it's 7-3. And now back to the center to resume the play. Benja, also challenged by Luis Jarish. Benjamin Urquiza, 1 goal today by Britanny's back. And now Santos Iriarte going forward. The approach at goal, the under the neck approach by Santos coming from behind. Jean-François Decaux looking for a new goal. The tapping by Santos, defended very well by Guillermo Terrera. Then Ben Jorquiza stopped again, and now Terre taking the game towards the other end. The approach there, looking for Jean-Claude Legrand, who was standing up front. Also reaching out for the ball was Benjamin Urquiza. Benja now on the near side, picking it up. Coming on the second play was Julian Rain. Here comes Julian Rain. The ball stays in behind, and now Diego Tecabana. Diego linking with Benjamin Urquiza. Here comes Benja. Nice bonding between these two all along this tournament. The ball passing by, looking for Santos Iriarte, who's being taken by Guillermo Terrera. Nice action by Santos on the near side, looking to extend the lead for Britanny Polo Club, but unfortunately for him, the ball went a little bit wide to the right, and there Terre had the right of playing that ball, had the right of way, and Santos ended up committing a foul, I believe, there. And it's going to be from the spot in favor of Eternal J, with half a checker remaining here. Britanny Polo Club getting closer to their second win in this Open de France after having beat Saint-Même on their debut. So, as we mentioned before, tomorrow the Open de France will resume at 12 p.m. local time in France with Mungo against La Berta. Of course, that game will be live on Polo Line TV, followed by Amanara against Klinova Nova Capital at 3 p.m. also live, and then at 5 p.m. 2 matches, Eso against Emlor live on Polo Line TV 5 p.m. and then Kazakh against La Fija also 5 p.m. that game at La Madeleine. It won't be live, only available on demand. So a 4 matches day tomorrow on Wednesday. And here, back at field number 1, there's going to be a penalty from the spot in favor of Eternal J to resume the play. Some players took the opportunity for changing on this stop. Julian Rain back in the field as well. So now the game is back on. Eternal J resuming the play. Now Guillermo Terrera picking it up, open to the right hand side, challenged there by Jean-Francois Decaux, who scored twice today. Very nice goals, both of them by Jean-Francois. Terre still in possession of the ball, taking his time, leading his team in this move. The approach there, looking for Julian Rain, who was standing up front but covering the field. Is going to be Santos Iriarte, who was under pressure in several occasions, playing as a number 4 and number 1, even though he's wearing jersey number 1. Petit Louis, nice turning by Petit Louis. Here he comes, a good opportunity now for Eternal J. Nice action by Petit Louis. The ball passing by, a great under the neck approach to link with Julian Rain, who's looking for his second goal today. A great French link in between Petit Louis and Julian Rain scores for the second time today to close the gap again, and now it's 7-4. And the game is now on. 3 minutes remaining in this contest. Britanny Polo Club leading 7-4. And here comes Guillermo Terrera, chased by Jean-Francois Decaux. The ball stays in behind, and very quickly it's going to be Ben Jorquiza trying to pick it up. The marking by Julian Rain, and now Santos Iriarte here, leaving it for Diego Cabana. Diego back to Jean-Francois. Here he comes, Jean-Francois Decaux. They already won together the Gold Cup in England and the Gold Cup in Deauville, and now they want to win the Open de France playing together again. Diego Cabana and Jean-Francois Decaux. Benjamin Urquiza here, taking his time, covering the ball. Next to him, ready to support him, is Diego Cabana, but still Ben Urquiza with the long range approach. The ball passing by, looking for Santos Iriarte. Santos on the near side, and Santos Iriarte scoring for the first time today. A very nice goal scored by Santos, celebrated by his father Tomás. Here on the near side, good link in there, and Santos scoring his first one of the day. 8-4 now in favor of Britanny Polo Club. Guillermo Terrera leading the way for Eternal J on one of the last plays of this game. The ball passing by, looking for Julian Rain. Great opportunity. The under the neck approach by Julian Rain, looking for a new one, and the ball ended up going wide to the right hand side, and Britanny Polo Club will be resuming from the back. It's gonna be Santos Iriarte, who had a good performance today. One of the favorites in this tournament, Britanny Polo Club. Diego. Another approach by Diego Cabana over the midfield line. When we listen to the final bell here in Chantilly at field number 1, Britanny Polo Club secured their second win in this tournament after having beat Eternal J by 8-4 here at field number 1. Therefore, this is the second win for Jean-Francois Decaux' team in the tournament. The checker by checker progression: 1-all, 2-1, 5-1, 7-2, 8-4. A very strong medium part of the game for Britanny, the third and the fourth jacket. And again, showing a great consistency among the players who are playing together for a second year in a row. Benja Urquiza with a good game again. Santos, Jean-Francois, Diego, happy for the win. Two goals by Jean-Francois, 4 by Diego Cabana, who was the top scorer today. Now into some of the best moments of the day. Diego Cabana here scoring for Britanny Polo Club, one of the 4 goals he managed to score today. Then again here Diego adding one more on a moment where Britanny was on the lead 2-1. And then to the other end with Benja Urquiza, who scored the opening goal of jacket number 3. A good run by Benja, a good combination to find the net. And then this guy who also managed to score twice, Jean-Francois Decaux, finding one of the 2 goals for his team. And this one, what a nice shot by Diego Cabana from a very wide angle. With that under the neck approach, Britanny emerged victorious for the second time in this Open de France. They beat Eternal J by 8-4. Final numbers, field goals. All of the goals today were scored through field goals. Throw-ins 1, 9 by Eternal J, 7 by Britanny. Fouls committed, no fouls committed by Eternal J, 5 by Britanny. Penalties, only 1 attempt missed by Eternal J. No attempts for Britanny, no corners, no yellows. And Britanny then a new win. Tomorrow we'll be back at 12 p.m. with more Open de France live from the Polo Club Domaine de Chantilly. But till then, thank you very much for having joined us today. My name is Andrés Ugarte, and on behalf of the Polo Line TV crew, we say goodbye. We'll see you tomorrow.